Hello everyone, my name is Namat Rihan and today I am presenting my project called Evaluation Double-Edged Sword SARS-CoV-2 Adoption in HIV. This presentation is for my Intro to Virus course. I will explain the article talks about the virus, how it behaves, and what we learn from the case. The article I chose follows a patient who had both HIV and COVID-19 at the same time. What makes this case special is that the COVID-19 infection did not last a few weeks, it lasts 750 days, which is more than 2 years. This gave a scientist a rare chance to watch how the virus changes inside someone with very weak immune system. The article is scientific, but I will explain it in a simple way. The virus we are looking at, SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 and is belong to the coronavirus family. We all know this virus very well because of the pandemic on 2022. In 2020. SARS-CoV-2 is an RNA virus, not DNA. It also has an envelope, which means the virus is covered by thin fatty layer. On the virus are spike protein, as the photo it shows. There are like keys the virus uses to enter our cells. The virus attaches to receptor called ACE2, which is found in many parts of our body. Most of the infections happen in the lungs, nose, throats, but the virus can also affect the intestines and sometimes the heart or kidney. The ACE2 receptor is the door the virus uses to enter. The symptoms of COVID-19 can be different from person to person. Some person get fever, cough, sore throat, or lose their smell. Other get very tired, have trouble breathing. In severe cases, it can lead to pneumonia. Okay, normally COVID-19 lasts about 1 to 3 weeks. But in this article, the patient had COVID-19 for 2 years, 750 days. This happened because his immune system was extremely weak due to the undertreated HIV. Why it lasted so long? Because the patient's immune system was weak. It cannot clear the virus. So the virus keeps copying itself over and over. Every time copies, it makes small mistakes. This is small mistakes are mutations. That is why long-term infection can create many new viruses versions inside one person. Scientists found that many of mutation mutations that later appeared in the global Omicron variants had already appeared in the inside this one patient months before Omicron existed. This shows that virus can evolve in a similar ways in a different places. This case helped researchers understand that people with a very weak immune system become like evaluation labs for the virus. But it also showed that many of these mutations that do not spread to the public because the virus becomes too adapted to the one host. Um, Public health impact. The article also talks about health care problem. Around around 9.2 million people with the HIV around the world do not get the treatment they need. This means there could be long-term COVID-19 infections we don't even know about. This is not only a medical issue, it's also a social and economic issue. In Canada, cases of COVID-19 are not as high anymore, but the virus is still being monitored because new variants can appear at any time. Canada uses strong system like wastewater testing and sequencing to watch for new mutations. For treatment, doctors usually use a medication like uh, Paxlovid or I wish to pronounce it right, remdesivir's for COVID-19. For severe cases, steroids like dexamethasones help reduce inflammations. Vaccines are also a huge part of protection. In Canada, we mainly use the mRNA vaccine like Pfizer and Moderna. Sadly, the patient in the article passed away after 26 months. He did not recover regular HIV treatment and did not get COVID-19 therapist or vaccines. This showed the reality of healthcare gaps and inequality. The main message of the article is that we must improve a global health system. We cannot depend on natural safety valves or hope the virus not spread. We must protect available people with better care, better monitoring, and better access medicines. Agree or disagree, I agree with the article that we need to pay attention to long-term infection in people with a weak immune system. This helps us to understand how viruses change. But I disagree with describing these people as a safety valve. It feels disrespectful. These are really human beings who are suffering with a should not be seen as a tool or a warning sign. There's love matter and deserve proper medical care. Here is a screenshot from the article showing the reference. This proves that other uses a scientific source and other studies to support their information. This case is not only scientific, it also emotional and human. It shows us how people with HIV can be left behind. We need to see them not violent factors, but as a people who need support, compassion, and access to treatment. What I learned that the virus evolve fast, especially when the immune system is weak. We also learned how important global health equal access to treatment are. Pandemics shows us that we are connected. Uh, these are the reference I used for my presentation. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.